All right. What's going on, chap? 30-15. First game, Fritz is serving. These guys have played 5 times. It's 4-1 in favor of Fritz. They played a couple weeks ago in Washington. And Fritz got the winning 3. Lost the first set, came back to win. As Fritz hits a winner, 40-15. All right. 40-15. I'm going to default second serve. There's a 4-4 rally. Nakashima hits it out. 1-love Fritz. 1-love Fritz. I predict an American's going to win this one. All right. One love, Fritz. I'm expecting this to be a lot more of a relaxing stream. I think this would be much more chill than the last match. One love. We need that. After the last match, we need a chilled stream. As that goes in the net by Fritz, 15 love. All right, 15 love. As a default. Second serve. As that goes out by Nakashima, 15-0. As goes out by Fritz on the return, 30-15. 30-15. Pardon me, as we get second serve. First serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. We're going to back in up for Fritz. Is a winner. 30-0. As Nakashima says the fault, second serve. Double fault. All right, break point Fritz, 30-40. As Nakashima, great serve. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. As we get another fault, second serve. As a return from Fritz goes long. Advantage Nakashima. Advantage Nakashima. All right. As that goes out by Fritz, and Nakashima holds. 1-1. 1-1. I'm a Keys fan, but big props to Balick. Yeah, that was a great win. Fantastic result for Balick. All right, 15 love. Fritz with an ace. I think this is going to be a little less, pardon me, a little less intense. 30 love. Like, I don't think this is going to be like long, drawn-out rallies. These two are going to hit serves, and then we're going to get to a tiebreak. It'll be intense once we get there, but I don't think these guys are going to play too many long points like we just saw. It's only in the tiebreak that things will get crazy. 40 love. 40-second service game. Serve. Ace. Fritz wins that service game in 45 seconds. That's what I'm saying. All right. Fritz leads 2-1. That must have been one of the quickest service games of all time. 45 seconds game. 45 seconds. Crazy. All right. Two one Fritz. I guess now we can discuss the men's game if we want to. All right. Fritz serve ridiculous when he hits his spots. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. He's one of the best servers on the planet, if not the best server on the planet when he's hitting them in. All right. Back to Nakashima. 15 love. A bit of fault, second serve. As that goes out by Fritz, 30 love. By the way, crowd's so quiet too. They're like, we need to relax after what we just witnessed. All right, 30 love. As that goes out by Fritz, 40 love. All right, Nakashima holds 2-2. 2 games all. Two all. All right, just a 4 up the line of the backhand slice from Nakashima goes to the net. 15 love. All right, 30 love. Nice serve again. 30 love. Another good serve. 40 love. $40 love. No default second serve. As the return goes back in of Fritz and the next shimmer there. 3-2 Fritz. 3-2 Fritz. All right. Pardon me. All right, 3-2 Fritz. As he leads. I don't think he's lost a point on serve. Crazy serving. All right. How we doing, chat? What's up? Woke up just in time to see Balick win. The legend of Supergirl Jr. continues. Is this Novak's last chance to get 25 as Sinner's out? Everyone says that every slam. So no. No. As long as Djokovic is playing, he's got a chance. That is the truth. Sad Sinner's not going to the US Open. All of the US Open women are out. What are you talking about? Do you like Vegemite? Yeah, Vegemite's great. All right. $3-2 Fritz. As we're backing up from Nakashima, the back of Fritz. Fritz is the winner up the line. Love 15. Love 15. As we default second serve. As Nakashima backhand. Into the back of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. 15 all. 15 all. All right. 30-15. $30-15. As the default, second serve. As the return goes in, the backhand slice of Nakashima. Fritz forehand to the back of Nakashima. Nakashima hits it out. 30 all. 30 all. Can you please update the scoreboard a little faster? It does it automatically, so. By the way, chat, people have mentioned this on and off. I mean, the scoreboard doesn't have to be instantaneous, does it? Is that actually a problem? As Vinay said, why 40-30? Like, if I say 40-30 and it updates like 5 seconds later, is it really that much of a problem? I don't control the scoreboard, so I mean, it's going to update when it updates. All right, Nakashima holds 3-0. Because, I mean, like, worst thing that could happen is that it's before I talk. That's the worst. If it does it before I, like, the worst thing would be if it ruined the score, ruined the chat. If it ruined the, spoiled the score. It's not a problem? Okay. Good. All right. 3-all. As Fritz comes to the net, but Nakashima hits it out. And it's 15 love. 15 love. By the way, does the draw for Winston-Salem come out today? That should be coming out now, right? Winston-Salem draw should be coming out now. Or today, at some point. 30 love. All right, 30-15 as that goes out by Fritz. All right, 40-15. Nice serving Fritz again. All right, first serve, default, second serve. As the return goes to 400 Fritz. Fritz puts it away. All right, 4-3 Fritz. We're just waiting for this tiebreak. That's what we're doing. We're just waiting. Waiting for the tiebreak. All right. Whew. All right. Oh, draw comes out soon? Okay. We'll keep an eye on that then. Not that we're going to watch much of it next week anyway, but it's good to know. Especially where Cruz is going to be in the draw. All right, 4-3 Fritz. Anyone know where I can watch the game? You can watch it on the Tennis TV app. We've been collaborating with them all year. And for the rest of the year, we will as well. So make sure you scan the QR code and press the link in the chat or in the description if you want to watch this match using Tennis TV. You can watch on the app. A bunch of other features as well. But go check it out. Ah, 15 love, Nakashima. Thanks, Deb. Cam, which is of your favorites 90s is among these? Lendl, Edberg, Becker, Agassi, Sanchez, McEnroe, Chang, Sampras, Goran. You didn't say Rafter. You didn't say Rafter or Hewitt. Why didn't you not say Rafter or Hewitt? Give me more options. Agassi. 30 love. Was a backhand slice into the forehand of Fritz. Backhand out passing shot from Nakashima with the volley of Fritz. Then Nakashima with a lovely pass up the line. 40 love. 40 love. Couldn't type anymore. That's right. I was just kidding. Yeah, Agassi. So we're back in for Fritz. We're back in Nakashima. Nakashima, it's out. 40-15. All right. First is a fault, second serve. Second serve. How much time still to play? A lot. As that goes out by Nakashima. 40-30. As a return goes in it by Fritz, and it's 4-all. Nakashima holds. All right, nice serving Fritz, 15 love. Love. All right, 30 love. Another good serve. 30 love. As it's another great serve, Fritz. 40 love. Another less than a minute game here. What do we wait? 26 minutes? Shit. All right. Another ace. All right. Another sub 1 minute game for Fritz. Nakashima's going to serve for this to stay in the set. Now, this is where Nakashima struggled, or struggles against Fritz, when he's serving to stay, where he struggled in the last few weeks we've watched. He'll be playing really well, and then all of a sudden at like 5-4, he'll throw in a bad game, and Fritz will break him in the set. So let's see if we can hold his nerve here. Nakashima. Ah, 5-4 Fritz. Holding serve is much easier for Fritz currently. Yeah, he's killing it. Is he going to win the US Open? Are we watching the US Open champion right now? Are we? Are we watching the US Open champion right now? All right. Let's see if Nakashima can keep this set alive. Fritz definitely in the mix? Yeah, I reckon. All right, backhand to backhand rally. As Nakashima backhand into the forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima, to the backhand of Fritz. Nakashima back on the stretch. Fritz backhand again, the backhand of Nakashima. Into the forehand of Fritz. And Nakashima forehand again, to the forehand of Fritz. Nakashima goes in the backhand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz forehand on the stretch. Goes in the net. 15 love. No, 15 love. All right, nice serve. 30 love. All right, 30 love as we're back in the backhand rally. Fritz hits it out. 40 love. 40 love. Seven on the corner. Fritz in the net. All right. Great. Great work, Nakashima. 5-5. All right. 5-5. All right. 15 love. Nice serve again from Fritz. He keeps serving well. Hurry up, tiebreak. Come on now. Cam, I honestly just like how people are saying Carlos is beating current Zverev after coming off a major injury. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard that at all, but okay. 30 love. I haven't heard anyone say that, but okay. 30 love. As Fritz serves another ace. 40 love. This will be the fastest set of the year. The way we're going. 49 seconds again. Great serve. All right. All right. Fritz leads 6-5. 32 minutes. There's definitely serve bot T. I could see Shelton winning the US Open. Yeah, that'd be fun. If it was a Shelton Fritz final, that'd be kind of sick. That would be sick. Can you explain Fritz's serve? Is it mainly T serves? That is a fantastic question. Let me check. So Fritz, so far, is he's like T, mainly T serves or out wide, but mainly T. All these aces are coming down the T. Fritz has lost no points on serve. Is that true? No, he's lost 1 point. He's lost 2 points on serve. But yeah, it's funny. His first serve is mainly T with a few out wides. And then his second serve is sort of like middle of the box. So he's not really going, obviously you wouldn't go for your second serve big if you don't have to, but yeah, the serves he's hitting on the second serve are sort of like middle of the box, sort of body-ish. But yeah, first serve. So mainly down the tee on the deuce or the ad side, and then out wide on the deuce side. So basically just, that natural serve that you out wide on the deuce, and then that sort of spinning away sort of serve down the tee. But he's hitting a couple of big ones out wide as well, and also big ones down the tee on the deuce side too. And no surprise, his serve is at a 9.7 shot quality. He's lost 2 points on serve, and they were both second serves. He hasn't lost a point on his first serve. Nakashima has lost a lot of second serve points, but he's only lost one first serve point. So both these guys' serves are ridiculous. Fritz's first forehand as well is a 9.2. So his forehand's also crazy. Hey, thank you, Ollie, for the super gift. Appreciate it. 15-0. Nakashima with a great serve. 30-15. Serve again. There's a return. Goes in the forehand of Fritz. And then Nakashima comes in there with a volley and missed it wide. And it's 30-all. 30-all. Then A17 Nakashima. All right, 40-30. 40-30. To take us to the tie break. Serve. To the back of the Fritz. Fritz in the net. Hey, it's a tie break. All right, now let's get this rule. Let's lock in. Now we lock in, right? Now we lock in. Who's winning this tiebreak, chat? Who you got? It's only been 36 minutes. Ridiculous speeds of games. Insane speeds. Fritz serve. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes forehand of Fritz. Backhand now to the back of Nakashima. Fritz with a forehand to the back of Nakashima. Nakashima in the net. And it's 1-0 Fritz. 1-0 Fritz. Fritz is saying, I can hear a noise while I'm playing. And the umpire said, I think it's a cricket. And Fritz is like, can we get rid of it? and the umpire's like, I don't know where the cricket is. It could be anywhere. As with a small forehand winner by Nakashima. It's 1-1. 1-1. All right, return goes to forehand Nakashima. Fritz with the pass. And it's 2-1 Nakashima. Nice hitting from Nakashima. As Fritz comes in with a forehand winner. And it's 2-0. 2-0. As Fritz serves. In the back of Nakashima, forehand from Fritz. Shanked. Nakashima has the mini break. 3-2. 3-2 Nakashima. All right, 3-2. There's a fault second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Nakashima backhand. Goes out. And Fritz back on serve. 3-3. We change ends. 3-3. Three. All right, 3-3. As we get a backhand to backhand rally. And then Nakashima shanks it into the crowd. All right, 4-3. 4-3 Fritz. He gets the mini break. As Fritz ends up hitting the net, we're back on serve. 4-4. 4-4. 4-all. There's a default second serve. Into the backhand rally. Backhand again from Fritz. Into the backhand of Nakashima. Fritz with the forehand. Into the backhand of Nakashima. There's Fritz. The backhand of Nakashima. Again, the forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz on the stretch. There's Nakashima. Into the backhand of Fritz. Backhand Nakashima. Again to the Fritz forehand. Is Nakashima backhand again. The forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz. Goes into the backhand of Nakashima. Fritz at the back on the stretch. Nakashima forehand again to the Fritz backhand. Up the line to the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz. Forehand again to the forehand of Nakashima. It's Fritz to the backhand slice. Nakashima. Inside in forehand winner. 5-4. That is the longest rally we've had. And Nakashima takes it at the crucial time. 5-4. My gosh. What a rally. All right. Nakashima's going to serve for it now. Fritz didn't break his racket, but he smacked it on the ground pretty damn hard. All right. 32-shot rally. Crazy. Seven to the forehand of Fritz. Return the net. 6-4 Nakashima. 6-4. All right, back in Nakashima, open court, slice Fritz down the line. Nakashima gets it! And then Fritz forehand, Nakashima volley in the nets! Good hustle by Fritz. We're back on serve though, 6-5 Nakashima. Six five. As Fritz serves. Into the forehand, Nakashima, return the net. All right, 6-all. They change ends. 6-all. No puppy. Six oh. There's a default from Fritz. Second serve. There's a forehand. Into the backhand of Nakashima. Backhand of Fritz. The backhand of Nakashima in the little nets. And Fritz gets a set point. 7-6 Fritz. It's on Nakashima's serve, though. 7-6. As a default from Nakashima, second serve. Seven the back of Fritz. Return goes long. 7-all. They've both had set points. 7-all. 7-0. As Nakashima says, fault. Second serve. Serve in the forehand of Fritz. Back in Nakashima down the middle. Fritz gets it back with the backhand. Nakashima forehand again. The back on Fritz. There's Nakashima up. Back in again. The forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz. Forehand up the line. Nakashima backhand cross court. Fritz slices it back. Nakashima comes in there with a volley. Too good. Great play by Nakashima. 8-7. Set point number 3. 8-7. As Fritz with a great serve. 8-0. 8-0. As Fritz comes in and shanks the forehand approach. 9-8 Nakashima. It's on his serve. 9-8. Set point number 4. All right. First serve the fault, second serve. As the return goes in by Fritz. All right, 9-0. Great return, Fritz. 9-9. All right, they change ends. 9-9. Crazy tiebreak. Nakashima's at 4 set points. Fritz is at 1. Nine. All. Nine all. This tiebreak's taken longer than the entire set. Serve. As a forehand now from Nakashima, the back of the Fritz. Fritz hits it out. 10-9. 10-9 Nakashima. All right. Set point number 5 for Nakashima. As Fritz with the backhand cross court. Goes long. Nakashima takes the set. Nice return, Nakashima. Fritz overhits the backhand. He takes the first 11-9. Nakashima. 7-6. First set in the bag. What a tiebreak. It took us a while. Actually, no. It took us like 30 minutes to get there, but it didn't disappoint. What a tiebreak. What a tiebreak. All right. Fritz was better in the set. Nakashima was better in the tiebreak. That was the difference. 8.0, both of them. Only one break point, which was the first game of the match, where Nakashima had to say break point. After that, no break points. And both at an 8.0, 9.6 for the quality, shot quality serve for Fritz. And an 8.4 on the forehand. 14 aces Fritz, 5 for Nakashima. Fritz lost 7 points on his serve. Most of those were in the tiebreak. 22 winners, 12 errors from Fritz. 9 winners, 10 errors from Nakashima. So again, Fritz was a better player in that set, but not in the tiebreak. Nakashima was the better in the tiebreak. All right, first set in the bag. By the way, night session starts in 2 hours. All right. Someone tells me we're not going to get a tiebreak this time. I don't know what it is. I think this time we're going to get like a 6-3. A quick 6-3. Or 6-2. All right. All right. Here we go. Nakashima 7 first and second. Is it a 4 now from Fritz in the net? Love 15 love. 15 love. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. All right. 30 love. Fritz hits out on the return. All right, the return goes out by Fritz, 40 love. 40 love. As we get a forehand into the forehand of Fritz, and Fritz hits it long. And it's 1 love Nakashima in the second. All right. All right, 1 love Nakashima. As Fritz has a fault, second serve. As Fritz 15 love. All right, nice serve again, Fritz, and then forehand ripped cross court. And it's 30 love. $30 love. As that goes out by Nakashima, 40 love. $40 love. And then a great serve Fritz again. All right, 1-1. All right. Led on the first serve. As the default second serve. As the return goes to net by Fritz. As we just serve again. Oh. 15 love. $30 love, Nakashima. 30 love. $30-15, nice hitting for Fritz. 30-15. Serve again. Here's the fault. Second serve. Second serve. The back end of Fritz. Nakashima back into the front of Fritz. Fritz off the tape. Into the front of Nakashima as Fritz goes up the line and wide. 40-15. 40-15. $40-15. As the return goes in by Fritz. Whew. All right, 40-30. What a shot. 40-30. All right. As it a backhand into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Nakashima. Goes in the net. And we get the deuce. Cam, which tournament has 5 sets? I'm new to tennis. US Open in a couple of weeks. Has 5 sets. In a couple of weeks. All right, 40, what is it? Deuce. First serve the fault, second serve. Serving to the forehand of Fritz. Backhand slice Nakashima. Into the back of Fritz. Fritz in the net. Advantage Nakashima. Had no breaks of serve yet. Advantage Nakashima. Don't forget your promise. If Demon wins a slam, you dye your hair. When did I say that? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. All right, advantage Nakashima. As the forehand goes in the net by Nakashima. Nice hitting from Fritz. Deuce. All right, deuce. As Nakashima serves again. Return goes in from Fritz to the back of Nakashima. Fritz forehand winner. And it's advantage Fritz, the second break point of the match. Advantage Fritz. All right, advantage Fritz. First serves a 4-second serve. Serve in the back of Fritz, back to Nakashima up the line. Into the front of Fritz. Nakashima backhand. Off the tape. Fritz backhand winner up the line. There's the break. Fritz takes it 2-1. First break of the match. All right. 2-1 Fritz. Finally break. After an hour of play. Woo. All right. There's the break. Tell me, bro, to whether to cash out or not. How much is the cash out and how much are you giving me? What's the, you made a cash out, bro? Okay, cool. Well, there's a link down below to PayPal. Feel free to donate my percentage. Please and thank you. We'll be waiting. You got 5K. Cool. So 10%, $500. If you just can donate that to me, then we will call it even. Appreciate it. All right. 2-1 Fritz. 2-1 Fritz. Nakashima always drops quality after winning a set. He won the first set against Fritz last week, or 2 weeks ago. And dropped the second and third, so yeah. All right. Here we go. Did anyone send money to Cam? No people. Oh, actually, that's not true. People do send money, but no, there's a free service that accepts donations. If those people feel compelled. 15 love. Yeah, I'm not going to start e-begging. I was making a joke. Do not donate. 30 love. As Fritz serves. Into the form of Nakashima. Back in Fritz. Hey, Yash, thanks for the watermelon. Hey, look at the chat. Watermelon in the chat. What's up? The watermelon in the chat. Drinking a drink. Chat, if the watermelon is drinking a watermelon juice, is that cannibalism? Is that cannibalism? If the watermelon is drinking a watermelon juice, that's gotta be some sort of weird. Or is he drinking orange because fuck those oranges, you know? Watermelons and oranges, nobody they don't like each other. I don't know what it is. He's drinking orange juice. 30-0. Right? All right, 30-0. He's drinking tequila. Well, maybe. Grace Fritz. 40-30. Cam's related to Navarro. He's loaded. Yeah, JSB, you don't know me at all. All right, 2-1 Fritz. 40-30. First serves a fault, second serve. It was a Long Island iced tea. No watermelons were in that, right? No watermelons, right? All right, we get the deuce. With an ace from Fritz. Advantage Fritz. It's going to keep me up all night. Well, my bad. Advantage Fritz. As Fritz holds, 3-1. 3-1 Fritz. Fritz in the second. All right, 3-1. As a return goes into the form of Nakashima. Nakashima puts away. 15 love. As Nakashima serves again. A fault, second serve. A double fault. 15-0. Nakashima serves again. Another fault, second serve. As with a backhand rally. As Nakashima, no, sorry, Fritz hits a win up. And it's 15-30. Beautiful backhand winner by Fritz. 15-30. As the return goes into the backhand slice of Nakashima. Backhand for Fritz. In the back of Nakashima. Fritz backhand. Again, the back of Nakashima. Nakashima in the net. 15-40. Fritz. About to take that double break. 15-40. Serve again, Nakashima. There's an ace, one saved. 30-40. 30-40. All right, return. Goes out, and we get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. So the 4-4 rally. And then Fritz shanks it long. Advantage Nakashima. All right, advantage Nakashima to keep close. As we get a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the 4 to Fritz. Fritz in the net. 3-2. Fritz with the break. Nakashima holds from 15-40 down. Nice hold. All right, Nakashima takes the game. All right. I got something in my eye chart. I don't know what the hell's going on. Any more breaking news? God, I hope not. Feast is going to win Cincy. Okay. Cool. Wait, shit, we got to watch 4 matches tomorrow too, don't we? Oh, God. Never ends. When can I have a day off? Is that possible? Chat, when can I have a day off? One day. No, one day. One day off? Please? Is it possible? One day? One day of nothing. Do nothing. No videos, no nothing. No videos, no streams. No. Have a day, please. One day. Maybe 2 days? 2 days? Maybe. Please. 3-2 Fritz. As they zoom over the golf course, it is literally in the middle of nowhere, this place. It's in the middle of a forest. One day it'll be you. One day it will be just you and your chair cam. What the hell is that supposed to mean? What are you talking about? 3-2. As Fritz serves. Fault. Second serve. There's a bit of let. Serve. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz with the forehand of the forehand. Nakashima to the backhand of Fritz. Nakashima backhand again to the backhand of Fritz. Nakashima backhand again to the backhand of Fritz. As Nakashima backhanded the forehand of Fritz, but it's out by Nakashima. 15 love. 15 love. As with a fault second serve. As we're backhand now to the forehand of Fritz, and then Nakashima hits it out. 30 love. The tennis is next to Kings Island theme park. There's a mini Eiffel Tower there. Oh, really? Nice. All right. 40 love Fritz. Forty love. All right, Fritz holds. 4-2. 4-2 Fritz in the second. Now this match has really slowed down. That's not true. It's still a very, very fast match. But it's slower than the first set. It's definitely... They're playing longer games now. No minute service games yet. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. As Fritz return goes wide. 30 love. 30 love. As we just fault, second serve. Cam's experienced burnout. I've been burnt out since like January, mate. I've been running on burnout since February. Is it a backhand rally? Another backhand from Nakashima. Goes long. 30-15. I'm always burnt out. 30-15. That's the secret. You do it anyway. That's the secret. 30-15. As we're let. As we default second serve. I think next week will be a lot more chill, and then the US Open will be crazy. I say it all the time. These 2-week Masters are just take a toll on players and fans. Like, it's just such a commitment. These tournaments are still going. Like, this should have been over. Like, these tournaments, like the 2-week Masters are just not. I think it's just asking a lot of fans. Like, we should be in the final by now. This is the quarterfinals. We're still not in the final. It's like we've been in Cincinnati for 3 weeks. That's the issue. When they're 1 week, it's just like we get to the next thing and it's fine. Like, it's a good, like, you know. But these 2-week Masters, once we get to this stage, once we get to the quarterfinals, and then it's just a real slow grind. 40-30. I can't imagine what it's like for the players. Must be a nightmare. Have to stay there for what? 2 weeks in Cincinnati? Okay. Every second day, what are you doing? Going to the Walgreens. CVS. Up the road. Let's go there. Nakashima holds 4-3. Let's go check out the local Waffle House. 4-3. Yeah, they drag on too much. But next week's pretty chill. We've got mixed doubles. We've got Winston-Salem. So there's things to do. We've got things to do. I don't even know who's playing in Monterey. Noskova? What? Why is she playing there? That's weird. All right. 4-3. They have a Waffle House? No, I'm talking about in Cincy. It's good you keep the time zones there for people forget it's 7 a.m. for you. Yeah, but I don't need sympathy. I chose to wake up. And thank God I did, because Sinner withdrew when I woke up. Well, an hour before I woke up, he had pulled out. So luckily I did wake up. What about Runa? He's pulled out of the US Open as well. He's just recently said that too in the last couple of hours. Too many injuries lately, so I wish they could pare the schedule back some and not just think of the money. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, 4-3. I think eventually, like, you know, soon, like down the track, they will go back to like they'll keep a few of the ones, like they'll keep 2-week masters for like some of them, and then some of them will not be 2-week masters. They'll go back to one. But I think right now they're just trying to push it to the limit and see how far they can push the players and the schedule before it breaks and people are like, I can't play this is unsustainable, and then they'll go back and they'll compromise. That's what I think they're going to do. I think they're gonna make everything 2 weeks at the 1,000 level or everything they can possibly do. Right, they've done it almost every match, every tournament, and then see how long they can sustain it, because it's not sustainable. Right, players can't sustain it. Clearly, I mean, look now, like how many players are getting injured now? Do you really think that Sinner has a knee injury just because he played Wimbledon? You don't think like maybe playing Monte Carlo, Miami, Indian Wells, Miami, Monte Carlo, Madrid, Rome, back to back to back, 2 weeks, Monte Carlo, the only, like, you don't think that's got to take a little bit of toll on you? You know what I mean? Like, that's got to be part of it, the wear and tear of it all, right? Or did he just, like, we don't know what happened with his knee. Maybe he just fell over, right? But if it's been a general wear and tear, you know, and that's not good for anybody. If he can't play, you know, the number one player can't play, then the 2-week masters, if that's part of the problem, then that's not, you know. I think the players will get sick of it eventually. I think the players eventually will go, you know what? Screw this. You know, this isn't working. This isn't worth it. I think eventually the players will fight back. I think right now it's just sort of like, what can you do? But I think eventually the players will get sick of it, and they'll challenge these 2 week events. Anyways, Fritz with an ace, 40-30. But yeah, anyways, next week we're gonna have a chill week, and then we got the US Open. As we get a let. First serve default, second serve. As the return goes back to Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz backhand to the back of Nakashima. Into the forehand of Fritz. Nakashima forehand goes wide. And Fritz holds. 5-3 in the second. All right. Five-3. Return from Fritz goes out. 15 love. How long did have 2-week events been a thing? So this is the second year that Cincinnati and Canada are 2 weeks each. They brought them in 2024. So yeah. They're technically 10-day events, I guess. or 12-day events, but yeah. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. Double fault Nakashima. 15-all. Isn't it better if the players have an off day in between matches? Yeah, that's not accurate though. And the players have come out and talked about how that doesn't really help. That doesn't actually help. Because even though you have an off day, you're still at the tournament, you're still in the venue, you still got to train, you still got to practice. Like, you can't just like take the day off. You still have to do so many things on the days off that extending the two-week event 2 weeks doesn't actually help the players. And I think Zverev said it, like he's like, why don't we play 1 week and then I can go home for a week or have a whole week off, right? Instead of being like 2 weeks and then every second day. I mean, if I had to, like, just think about your own jobs, right? If I had to work 2 weeks straight every second day, or 1 week on, 1 week off, I'd be taking 1 week on, 1 week off. If I had 15, let's say I had 14 days, and I got to choose 7 on, 7 off, or one like alternating, I'd pick the 7 on, 7 off easily. Because every second day you'd be like, oh, I'm going to go do stuff. Oh, wait, no, I can't go away anywhere because I have 1 day. I can't really commit to any fun projects because I've only got 1 day off. And then I'm going to go back to work tomorrow, and then I'm going to have another day off. And whereas if you had a whole week off, you could do so much more, right? And that's the same for the players. You know, having 1 day on, 1 day off is like, it sounds like a fun, oh, well, you got more time to rest. Yeah, but you're not really resting mentally because you're still there. Right? You're still thinking about the next match. You're still practicing for the next match. Whereas when you got a whole week off and you're not playing at a tournament, then it's way better for the players. Or at least some of the players have come out and said that, you know, and I can agree with that. I think 1 week on, if Canada and Cincinnati were 1 week and there was a middle week where there was nothing and it was like Canada 1 week off, Cincy, that would be so much better for the players' health, all the health, right? Mental, physical, whatever. It would be so much better. Than the 1 week on, one on, one off, you know? It just sounds good in theory. The only good benefit about the 2 week Masters is that if it rains, it doesn't screw the tournament later. So you don't have players playing 2 matches in a day, right? So it does have its benefits, right? I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm just saying that it feels unsustainable. Because it might not, I mean, we're looking at Sinner now, and, you know, we're not saying that Sinner isn't playing because of that, but, you know, we're looking at the players now, but what happens, like, they might get to, like, 30 years old and their bodies are all ruined because they've played way more tennis than they would have had played 10 years ago. You know? They've had to, and besides, they're mandatory too, right? So it's not like they're like, oh, they're 2 weeks optional. No, it's 2 weeks mandatory, so you have to play them, or you get penalized on the back end of the year. So it's not even like we've extended the tournaments and now you get to choose. It's like we extended the tournaments and you have to play them still. You know, it's just like, you know, they've changed the schedule without really updating the rules on what's mandatory and what's not, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's and it might result in, you know, Sinner, Alcaraz finishing, you know, not being able to play into their 30s because their bodies have had enough because they've played so much. We don't know what the long-term effects of this stuff is, right? It might not be any effect, and we might get to their 30s and they might be fine. We don't know. We don't know. But I feel like this US Open series is kind of, it's definitely highlighted how tough the tour is. Also, it highlights that, you know, how special that Djokovic and Nadal and Federer were, right? I mean, they didn't play 2 week Masters all the time, but they did play a lot, and they did sustain their fitness throughout the season. So it just shows how physically superior those guys are compared to this generation. Doesn't mean this generation's weak, none of that. It just means that, like, those guys incredible that they were able to sustain their level for a full season with no injuries, and whereas Sinner and Alcaraz were yet to sustain a full season of non-injuries. Last year it was probably Alcaraz's best year of no sustained level, but we haven't really seen an uninterrupted season of Sinner and Alcaraz at their peak. They are young, but all right, 40-15. Anyways, we're going to go 3 here. Set points for Fritz. Set point for Fritz. There's a default second serve. As the return goes back on Fritz, Nakashima backhand. Into the backhand of Fritz. As Nakashima backhand again. Up the line of the front of Fritz. Nakashima hits it long. We're going 3. We're going 3. All right. All right. All right. All right. 8.3 for Fritz, by the way. 6.9 for Nakashima in that set. No break points against Fritz to serve. Fritz, I don't think has faced a break point for the entire match. All right, how are we doing, chat? Who's winning this final set? Who you got winning this final set? 2024, Sinner and Alcaraz had a full season at their peak, didn't they? I think Alcaraz withdrew from some tournaments. I don't think they played the entire year. Let me check. Maybe. Sinner might have had a whole year, but I don't know if Alcaraz did. I thought Alcaraz got injured at the end. Was that 23 maybe? So Alcaraz. Oh no, he did play the whole year. 54 win season. And then Sinner in 24, 73 win season. So yeah, that was, I mean, okay, I'll take that back then. That was the only season we've had where, but then we didn't know what we had, right? We thought, oh, these are the next guys. And that was the first breakout year that Sincaraz was a thing. And then last year it was interrupted. This year it's interrupted. Last year we were lucky we got Sincaraz at the end a lot, but it was interrupted at the start. Can you explain about emerging player? I don't know who that is. Where are they from? Give me some context. More info. Do you think Sinner plays the Asian swing? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, it would be so if he's again. I keep saying this. I keep saying this about if he pulled out of the U.S. Open, a Grand Slam, then the knee injury must be of that so bad that he's not participating at a slam. So then I don't see why he would go to Shanghai unless it got better by then. But that's still like, I mean, it is about like, maybe 6 weeks away. So maybe he could be better by then. But I still think it's, the only thing is he's going to go to Asia because he's playing that Six Kings Slam. So he has to go there anyway. But I don't know. I think if you've got a knee problem, the Asian swing's not that important for Sinner. Like his ranking's not going to get lost. So I don't know. Also, the conditions in Shanghai are brutal. Like, why would you want to go there anyway? If you're struggling, I don't think that'll be a good place for Sinner to play anyway. I'm kind of thinking Sinner's not playing until the indoor hardcourt season. I would not be surprised if he skips out. I also wouldn't be surprised if Alcaraz pulls out of the Asian swing too, because he might come back next week and then play a couple of matches and go, oh shit, maybe I'm not 100%. We don't know what Alcaraz is going to look like when he comes back. We don't know if like playing against, Riley Opelka is going to injure his wrist, right? We don't know if like he's going to struggle against big serves. We don't know if he plays 5 hours, if his wrist is going to hold up. We don't know anything about Alcaraz's condition over a period of time. We only know that like he played a match against Rune. Like we have no idea what to expect from Alcaraz. He could play 5-hour, 5-set match in the first round and then not play. I mean, we don't know, right? He could be fine as well, right? He could be fine. It's so hard to know. 15 love. As with a 4-4 rally, Nakashima serving first in the final set. We got the men's quarterfinal. Number 2 coming up next in about an hour. All right. 15-0. As at the backhand. Into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Nakashima goes long. Hey, Raymond, thank you for the corgi in the chat. Look at that chat. Look. There's a dog in the chat. There's a corgi. What the heck? 15:30. Chance for Fritz to get a break early here. 15:30. All right, nice serve. 30-0. As we get an ace down the tee. 40-30. Of all the players' injury concerns, who are you most concerned for? Right now, Raducanu. Right now, I'm most concerned about Raducanu. As with a forehand slice from Fritz goes long, and it's 1-love Nakashima. Final set. All right. Back to Fritz. As with a backhand rally. Forehand up the line, and then the volley from Nakashima too good. Love 15. As that goes out by Fritz. Love 30. Remember, Fritz hasn't faced a break point. Love 30. Who wins the US Open without Sinner in it? Shelton. Love 30. A7T. 1530. Another ace. 30 all. As a return, goes in the net 40-30. Good serving from Fritz. And then he serves a fault. Second serve. All right, Fritz holds. 1-all in the third. All right. 1-1. All right, 1-all back to Nakashima. It'd be funny if Zverev ended up with more majors than Carlos or Sinner this year. That'd actually be epic, though. Like, I would love if Zverev won the US Open to look at that year and be like, holy shit, what a season. Like, 2 Grand Slams in a season for Zverev, that would actually, like, getting one was like, okay, he will never, he can never be, he can never be known as the best to never win one. But if he wins 2 in a season, then we go, oh shit, that's the Zverev that we were promised back in 2017. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would almost be like Zverev reaching his potential. Winning 2 slams in a year. That would be like, oh, potential reached, right? He doesn't have to do anything for the rest of his career, right? And that would be like, but he had that 2 slam season, right? It would be pretty incredible. As it a drop shot from Fritz, Nakashima in the net, 15-all. Especially, yeah, and it would be a full circle moment, especially, yeah, after that loss at the US Open in 2020. And you'd have more slams than Medvedev too, which would be very interesting. More than Team, right? I mean, he'd have more slams than a lot of his. He'd be the best of his generation at that point, right? Good serve out wide. 30-15. 30-15. As we do an ace or an unreturnable from Nakashima, 40-15. Hey, thank you for the super gifts. Appreciate it. All right. Fritz hits it out. 2-1 Nakashima, final set. All right. God, shall I tell you. What time do I have to wake up tomorrow? Can I have a sleep in? Let's see. What's up tomorrow? Whoa! Thank you for the hey. The chat's going off. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. Wait, so tomorrow I've got to wake up. Oh, I get 30 extra minutes sleep. Yay! I don't have to wake up. I can wake up at 3:30. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Chat. That is a win. We'll take every minute we can get. We'll take every extra minute of sleep I can get. Because that can not exist in the US Open. We're going to be up every night. 1 a.m. every day. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, so Mussetti's playing in an hour. With how good these young players are, there's no way to think Zverev easily wins. Oh, no, of course. Who thinks that? All right, love 15. As Nakashima, it's a great return. Love 30. I'll tell you, Nakashima has been getting into these games of Fritz in this set. Fritz was unbreakable and not even close to getting to facing break points in the first set. He hasn't faced a break point yet. But he's come close in this set so far. A couple of love 30s, and that's out by Nakashima, 15-30. Great serve, Fritz. 30-0. Another good serve into the back of Nakashima, and then Fritz hits a winner. 40-30. 40-30. There's a fault second serve. As the return goes off on to Fritz. Fritz puts it away. All right. 2-0. Another tough game for Fritz. All right. Back to Nakashima. 2-0. Cruz is playing the main draw. Cam has blurry eyes. It's been a long week. 2-12. There's been so much happened this week. It's been crazy. All right. That goes out by Nakashima. It's love 15. I'm just at the point of this week where I'm sick of hearing my own voice. It happens. Trust me, it happens a lot. I'm just like, God, would you just shut the fuck up? Shut up. Just 5 minutes. Love 15. Shut up. Stop. Nobody cares about your predictions. Shut up. 15-0. As Nakashima serves. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Return goes back to Nakashima. Backhand Fritz. Nakashima comes in with a forehand into the forehand of Fritz. Again to the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz with the backhand. Nakashima gets a backhand to the back of Fritz. Nakashima up the line. Goes long. 15-30. Who's looking better out of these two? Fritz. Fritz has been the better in the match for sure. Is the Winston-Salem draw out yet? I need to make some strategic moves of my team. My team is a shambles. Both these guys are my team. Good serve down the tee. Return goes in. The forehand and Nakashima in the nets. Yeah, the easy winner too, Nakashima. 15-40. 15-40. The Nakashima team can't even look. They're a little bit like, oh my God, what's happened? Serve again. And the return goes in the net. That's one save. 30-40. 30-40. Good fault. Second serve. There's been a forehand rally. Nakashima. Deep into the forehand of Fritz. Nakashima on the attack. In the net though. Oh no. Bad game by Nakashima. All right. 3-2 Fritz break with the final set. All right. Break in the final set for Fritz. All right, chat. Anyone got anything planned on the weekend? Anyone doing anything fun? Anyone got any plans on the weekend? My plan is to try and just watch the rest of this tournament. But that's I have zero. I don't have any plans. I don't have any time. But what are your plans, chat? Maybe you're doing something fun. Maybe you're going to a park. Maybe you're going to the beach. Maybe you're going to a party. Maybe you're doing nothing. That's always fun. Doing nothing is underrated. Going to the Cincinnati finals. That's exciting. Trip to Barcelona. Nice. Kids are coming over for dinner. Oh, nice. Cool. Kayaking. Okay. Hiking. Meditation. Going to a ballet. Okay. Son's water polo championship game. Okay. Landscaping. My mother-in-law's garden. There you go. Hike in Jollibee. Are you going on a hike to Jollibee? Or is that a mountain? Bed. Okay. US Open Fan Week starts Sunday. Yep. I will watch all the matches. It's too hot to clean up the backyard. Okay. Heading to the Gulf of Mexico beach. There you go. Taking the boat out tomorrow morning fishing. Designing clothes, one-armed handstands, and watching tennis. That's a wild weekend. This tournament, UFC, and gambling. Cool. I guess. Dog park and with the pack. Nice. Motorcycle ride to mountain in Philippines. Okay. Watching tennis mostly. Okay. All right. 15 love. Fritz hits a 4-hand win across court. 30 love. Hopefully eating trout, watching good tennis tomorrow. Cool. Good luck. All right, there's a bit of 4 now from Fritz. It's a beautiful winner. 30 love. Recovering from surgery, watching tennis. Hey, Marsha, stay safe. Plenty of tennis on to keep you busy, so recover well. Backhand rally. As we have a 4 from Fritz into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz with a slice. Goes out. 30-15. 30-15. Headed to New York. Nice. $30-15. As we default, second serve. Double fault. 30-all. Remember, Fritz has not faced a break point for the entire match. 30-all. And a bit of serve in the forehand Nakashima. Backhand now from Fritz. Into the backhand Nakashima. Fritz backhand goes long. And it's breakpoint Nakashima for the first time today. 2 hours played. 2 hours played. And Nakashima gets his first breakpoint. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand Nakashima. Backing out from Fritz. To the forehand Nakashima. Nakashima hits a wide. And we get the deuce. A big photo scanning project. Oh, that sounds fun. Projects are fun. Deuce! All right, advantage Fritz. Good serve. Good serve. Advantage Fritz. That's a fault. Second serve. What am I doing? I'm doing nothing. I'm streaming and sleeping. Backhand return. The backhand of Fritz up the line of the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz forehand goes long and Nakashima gets back to deuce. This is the chance for Nakashima. If he wants to win this match, he's got to come back right here. He has to break back right now. You may not get another chance. All right, deuce. As Fritz serves. As with a backhand slice from Nakashima, the backhand of Fritz. Nakashima backhand again, the backhand of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. Advantage Nakashima. Advantage Nakashima to take back the break. His second break point of the match. His second in this game, which has been 2 hours. Serve. The fault. Here we go. Second serve. Second serve in the back of Nakashima. Return into the front of Fritz. Nakashima. Forehand again, the front of Fritz. Fritz in the net. There's the break back. All right, now we've got a match. 3-3. Nakashima breaks back. Yeah, Fritz bouncing his racket. Making silly errors. You're organizing your DVDs by directors. Nice. Yeah, I got to reorganize my whole house. That's what I'm doing. Next week. not today. As a return from Fritz goes in the back of Nakashima, he goes up the line behind Fritz for a winner. 15 love. Nakashima serves a fault, second serve. Fritz returns back in Nakashima. Fritz backhand wide. And it's 30 love. It's difficult because I have to know who directed the movies. Yeah, I've reorganized my collection into genre, which is fun. All right, ace. But I have to reorganize my house. I'm running out of space. 40 love Nakashima to take the lead. There's a fault, second serve. Pardon me. Double fault, 40-15. By the way, to the guy in the chat that says Fritz will stay number 9, not to face Alcaraz. What are you talking about? What do you mean not face Alcaraz? What do you mean? Explain what you're talking about. Smash from Nakashima is a winner and it's 4-3. What do you mean? What are you talking about? He won't face Alcaraz. That doesn't make any sense. He will play Alcaraz. It doesn't matter if he's number 8, 7, or 6. Do I have a copy of Lake Mungo? I do not. No, I do not. I can't find it. I had to buy Cube and Pulse and Midsummer. But I haven't watched them yet because I haven't had time. I don't really want to watch horror movies during the day. It's not as fun. It doesn't have the same effect. So I haven't had time to watch any of it. 9 and 3, we're on the same side of the draw. How? How is that possible? How is that possible? The draw doesn't work that way. 9 could be down the bottom. Last year, Dimitrov was number 9. He was down the bottom. And he played Rublev in the fourth round, who was number 6. Number 9 doesn't go up the same half as Alcaraz. Now, there could be a chance that Alcaraz plays Fritz in the fourth round. Or sorry, in the quarterfinals. But if he's 9 or 8, it doesn't matter. It's whether or not, if he was 16 or 13, Fritz would be able to play Alcaraz in the fourth round, right? And you don't want that. But being number 8 or 9 doesn't count. It doesn't matter. You can't guarantee 9 and 3 on the same. Exactly. Like I said, like 2024, number 9 was down the bottom. Number 3 was up the top. Last year, number 3 was up the top. Number 9 was in the same quarter, but again, there's no guarantee. Because this is the thing, Chad. If there was a guarantee, then players could rig their positions. So then Fritz would throw this match, which would send the whole tennis world into chaos. You know what I mean? So if there was like this person plays this person, guaranteed, then players would lose matches purposely to not get in to get a better draw or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's only 1 and 2 that we know where they go. Everybody else gets put randomly throughout. Now, it's obviously there's a bit of a formula where it's like, okay, well, the top 16 can't play until the 4th round, right? And there's definitely there is a way of doing it, but it's no guarantee. There's no 3 versus 9. That's not a thing. 3 versus 8. That's not a thing. It's not like the March Madness where it's like 1 versus 8. It's like that's not how it works. It's not 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 either. That's not how it works. Last year it was 1 versus 3 in the semis, right? Like that's not how tennis works. It's 1 up the top, 2 down the bottom, everybody in between. 15:30, Nakashima's about to get this break here, and he will serve for this match. Be a huge win for Nakashima, for having a huge season. As a forehand from Fritz, into the forehand of Nakashima. Forehand from Fritz again, the forehand of Nakashima. Into the back of Fritz. Nakashima backhand. No, Fritz hit it out. Oh no. Fritz was killing it, and now he's about to get broken twice in a row. After not facing a break point for 2 hours. I forgot how the bracket works. No, it's all right. That's fine. Yeah, I think people get confused because different sports do it differently. Like do different ways of drawing the bracket. But yeah, that's not how tennis isn't like that. It's a little bit more. They try to be more random. Anyways, 15:40, Fritz second serve. Into the forehand Nakashima. Fritz gets it back, but it hits it long! All right. Nakashima's going to serve for the match. How did this happen? Fritz was cruising at 3-1. It didn't seem like Fritz was going to be he couldn't be he was unbreakable. He got the break and he was unbreakable. And now he's been broken twice in a row. And Nakashima's going to serve for the match. How has this happened? All right. Nakashima serves. An ace. I tell you, Nakashima is having a ridiculous North American summer. Semifinals Washington, final Canada. And he's about to make the semis here and knock out the only player that's left in the draw with the 1,000 title. Everybody else is a new champion, so guaranteed new 1,000 champion if this goes this way. Also, if he wins today, he'll be up to number 16 in the rankings, which, talking about the ranking seedings, that could be a big deal. 400 rally. He'll avoid playing the top guys until the 4th round. Guaranteed. 400 rally again as Nakashima forehand to the slice of Fritz. Into the forehand Nakashima. Fritz backhand. Into the back of Nakashima. To the back of Fritz. As Nakashima. Again to the forehand of Fritz. The forehand of Nakashima. Fritz. Wins the point though. Nakashima in the net. All right, 15-all. All right, 15-all. First serve's a fault. Second serve. As a return goes the forehand of Nakashima. Backhand Fritz. Into the forehand of Nakashima. It's Fritz backhand again. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz again to the Nakashima forehand. As Fritz Keeps going to the Nakashima forehand. Back in again, Fritz up the line. That goes long. 30-15. Nakashima 2 points away from getting some revenge over Fritz from last week or 2 weeks ago. All right, 30-15. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Nakashima backhand cross court. Fritz gets it. Into the forehand of Nakashima. Fritz back on the stretch. Up the line. Nakashima goes cross court with a forehand winner. Match points Nakashima. 2 of them to get to the semis. And to knock out Fritz, the final 1,000 champion in the draw. Wow. And he's come back from like 3-1 down too. I mean, this has been an incredible comeback. 40-15. Nakashima serves. To the forehand of Fritz. Nakashima forehand, open court. Fritz with a slice. Nakashima comes in, puts it away. There it is. He gets revenge. And he's into the semis. Nakashima is having a summer to remember. He's knocked out Fritz. And now he's going to play the Tiafoe or Musetti in the semis. And we've got a new champion. There's going to be a new champion. All right. So Caboli, Fils, Nakashima, Musetti, or Tiafoe. One of them is going to be the champion of this tournament. Somebody's winning a 1,000 for the first time. On the back of Sinner pulling out of the US Open. I mean, that's where we're at. The ATP is starting to get... We're starting to see different names. We saw Sincaraz all of last year. We saw Sinner and Alcaraz most of the start of this year too, right up until the French. And then once the French Open happened, all hell broke loose. And now, we have no idea who's going to win anything anymore. But that's what makes it fun. And players are getting opportunities, which is also what makes it fun. GG's. And all the gamblers are crying. It's fixed. No, it's just harder to predict these days. All right. ATP is becoming the WTA. Exciting. Yeah, this is good for it's terrible for gamblers, but it's great for the sport. Terrible for betting, but it's great for the sport. I'll tell you, Nakashima going that US Open with Sinner out, he's definitely got to be at least a dark horse. If not, maybe an outside contender. I mean, I don't know. He's played such a fantastic season, you know? He's played such a fantastic, North American hardcourt series. Been amazing. It's been the summer of Nakashima, for sure. It'd be awesome if he won this tournament, Nakashima, because then it's like all the really, you know, even if he made the final, back-to-back 1,000 finals, crazy good. And Nakashima just get better than these past few months. Yeah. Yeah, for Fils Caboli there too. Toss up for all the tournaments. Yep. All right. I don't believe in Kostyuk being an underdog against Coco. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Is Nakashima an overachiever? No, this is a long time coming. Nakashima was a next-gen winner. Nakashima won the next-gen finals. This was supposed to happen. He was supposed to be one of the American players that did well. He was just behind the Fritz generation, right? It was like Fritz, Paul, Opelka, Tiafoe, and then it was Nakashima, and then it was Shelton. So we kind of skipped over Nakashima because Shelton came along. And then Shelton and Tien and Korda, right? They all sort of come along. But Nakashima was sort of lost in the middle. But now, he's just showing that what he can do, right? Now he's starting to flex. I mean, he turned pro in 2019, right? He went to university, went to college, and played some college tennis. But yeah, he won the Next Gen Finals. Beat Lehechka in the final of the 2022 Next Gen Finals. Some of the players that played that: Musetti, Draper, Analdi, right? Lehechka. So it wasn't a random. I mean, the Next Gen Finals are never random. Look at all the players who play them; they all go on to do something. So yeah, he's just been a little bit slower than those guys getting to this point. But you know, Draper, 1/1000. Musetti's done great. So is Lehechka, right? Lehechka made Miami final, right? So Nakashima is now sort of, you know, doing what they've done. He's terrible in finals. He's only won one tournament. But, yeah, Nakashima this year. He also made the Brisbane final, Nakashima. We forgot that at the start of the year and lost to Medvedev. So he's had a couple of finals this year and really just starting to show us what he can do. He's yet to make a quarterfinal of a slam, though. Fourth round Wimbledon 2022 is the only time that he's made it to that stage. Oh, sorry, and the US Open 24. So he's made 2 fourth rounds at the slams, and that's it. But now he's into the second straight semifinal of a 1000, and he is playing the best tennis of his career. Career high ranking. I mean, yeah. And now, off the back of Sinner pulling out of the US Open, you know, somebody like a Nakashima could get to the final, right? Could get to the semis and could win the whole thing. I mean, that's sort of where we're at the moment on the men's side. All right, now we have about 30 minutes until the next match. God, what a great day we've had so far. 2 bangers. Hopefully better than last. Hopefully better night matches than last night, because last night we had the great matches, and then we had the disappointing results at the end of the day. So hopefully today we get a good match tonight as well. But I'm going to send you over there to the Musetti Tiafoe match. I'm going to go eat something because I can feel myself losing speed and momentum. But lovely win by Nakashima. What a comeback. Comes back from a breakdown in the third to beat Fritz after losing to Fritz over in Washington a couple weeks back. And he's into the semis of a 1000 again. And he's going to play the winner of the next match between Musetti and Tiafoe. I'll see you then.